Hello and welcome back to Tales of Berseria, the Let's Play Blind with near Rambler. Right then, we are at the prison island that we started the game at, because we're going to try and make this our hideout for the time being, and to help protect a new member of our team, which is none other than the Prince of the Empire place that are trying to kill us, and something to do with the King not being very well, and he fleeing for unbeknownst reasons that will probably be revealed to us later. But the point being is he's with us, and we don't believe at this point that there's anything malicious going on with him. But we never know until later. Or we won't know until later, therefore we will know. Therefore, to say we never know is a bit of a misnomer. Sorry about that. Anyways, with that being said and done, first off, we've got to do the usual and check our expedition. Not Velvet, although I would love to check her out as any heterosexual man would. If you don't, then I can understand she is terrifying and has a demon arm.
Looks real tasty.
But we have unlocked a new meal, which I've completely ignored. Simply because it's no point in it at this stage of the game. We're doing really, really well. So why bother? I mean, like I said, it's all extra stuff you can do if you want to, and I'm sure at some point maybe there'll be some tougher enemies that will need to do something like that in order to help us out. I don't know, but at least we're getting all these recipes anyway, just in case. So it's always good to have. With that being said and done, though, we need to, like I said, crack on with this place. And there is some sort of demon that is quite powerful, apparently, that we need to take out before we can secure the area. And exorcists, or at least the military members of the Empire, have been here, and they have failed miserably to contain things. So, yeah, things are bad. So let's have a look in here, then. And let's crack on. Let's see what awaits us. Obviously there was another exit back the other way, or another entrance or what have you, but we'll go this way, we'll see what's what. We'll explore as much of it as we can. Oh! Okay, fair enough. We go back outside, that's interesting. I don't remember that from the original point of the game when we were back at the prison island, but then again it has been a long time, so we probably were at some point. The main problem, or focus now, is to make sure we can take out these flying gargoyle demons, as they're called. I really don't know how we're doing. There is a bit of beating going on with Eleanor, or Elena, or whatever her name is. I think we are going to be alright. I think in terms of combat we're fine. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything to worry about. I'm just going to get back into the groove of things. It's been nearly a week, or actually probably a week, or over a week, around one of those time frames that has been the case since the last video. That's simply because I've been very busy. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I've got a quiet Saturday evening to get some content pumped out and carry on. Interestingly, on a side note, I've had somebody watching recently my Half-Life 1 Let's Play, my very first Let's Play of the channel, and completely ridiculing me, quite correctly mind you, on my state of play of the game. But unfortunately, he or she was very adamant that a lot of my complaints were null and void, because it was me being rubbish at the game and not the game being rubbish itself. And I can see where they're coming from, but I have to say I disagree, and I stand by what I said at the time when I played it, because yes, the game was very anger-inducing at times. I think it's a very difficult game to play for somebody who doesn't play PC games of the norm, at least with a keyboard anyway, or keyboard and mouse. And yeah, I still stand by the point that the controls were crap. I really do. I mean, not always, it was still functional, and I was able to get a lot of the game done relatively pain-free. But yeah, the platforming in the last sort of third of the game was really, really stupid. I mean, Zen wasn't too bad. For some reason, Zen was okay, but before that, yeah, it was stupid. But I will admit, I did forget some of the controls, and I did thought that I had some sort of jumping ability, which it turned out I didn't, which made sort of sense at the time. But yeah, it was still very, very hard as a game, and I thought, yeah, if you're an adamant or experienced PC gamer at the time, you probably would have found the controls standard, or maybe even a little bit better, or cutting edge. But for me, they just weren't. They were awful. They really were at times when you needed them to be good, especially when it came to platforming. Anyway, in terms of like shooting and aiming things and all that, it wasn't too bad. It was a product of its time. But no, I'm sorry. I know if I'd have played that game back in the day on the PC, I would have found it hard and complained about the controls as well. I really would have done. It's just not for me. It's not my cup of tea. Doesn't mean that it is fundamentally flawed, it's just my opinion, of course. Most people, if not nearly every person who plays Half-Life 1 thinks it's fantastic and perfect, so that's fine. I don't sort of say that ultimately is untrue. I'm just saying in my eyes and my viewpoint it is, because it just wasn't for me. It was cripplingly bad. But I still enjoyed Half-Life 1. I still thought and think that it is a good game. It's a very good game. I enjoyed the plot, I enjoyed the premise, I enjoyed the environments that we explored. It was good, really, really good. For its time as well, it was a good game. And I think it was kind of heavily inspired by System Shock, I believe. I think it's kind of like a bit of a streamlined take on System Shock. So System Shock was also quite reclaimed at the time. And I know that's quite a difficult game to play as well. That's got a bit of controls. But even so, I have seen Let's Plays of System Shock 2 at the very least. And that looked like a really fun game. Difficult to play, mind you, but it looked like a really fun game nonetheless. So yeah, I like Half-Life 1. Half-Life 1. Perfectly fine. I'd like to play Black Mesa on my channel at some point, the fan-made remake, I think it is. That'd be really, really good. But you know, I can get it to run on my computer. I just need to get some capture software that works with it, because Bandicam doesn't work with it very well. But then again, it may be the way I've set it up. I think I might be able to set it up differently so it will work. Fraps works better with it. It's just Fraps takes up a lot of hard drive space, as you may know. And if you don't, you do now. Anyway, let's stop talking about that for now. Let's carry on with what we've got here. The Crimson Veil. Crimson dyed armor for women. Those intimidated by it have a reason to be. Good times! That sounds like something I want to put on Velvet. If she needs it. Yes, she does. Let's put it on. And let us get enhanced in some way. Although our BG's gone down to 4, which is a bit rubbish. But, oh well. Whatevers. I'm sure it won't be too crippling. That's just for the move, isn't it? I forget what it's called now, but the something move. Oh my god, there's floating tiger heads. That's not normal. But we're doing a lot of damage. I've got to say, these enemies, obviously they're a bit tougher than before, because the experience points we're getting is like 500-600 points now, so obviously we can grind it a little bit here, or I should be grinding a little bit here to level up. Mystic Heart, that was the ability I was thinking of. But, we seem to be doing a lot of damage to them. Like, it must be our move setup, because obviously I haven't bothered focusing with it. It seems to be doing a lot of critical damage, which is great, and we're stunning them really easily. So maybe that's just really helping us out in terms of whatever it. Oh, an Amphibole Talisman. Okay, that's cool. Can he put it on? I guess. Yes, he can. Brilliant. I guess just the setup that we've got is perfect for it, just in terms of the equipment we've been equipping and all the extra abilities we've unlocked. You know, things like oh, there's no herb here. I thought the herbs respawn. Oh well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like yeah, all like the extra little abilities we've gained since leveling up from equipment, AP boosting, all that sort of stuff, has and the Ventrites and all that, and Tektites or whatever these items are called, where you fight big boss enemies and all that, and the marks and all that. Yeah, it's obviously been there's obviously all added up, and it's made us quite formidable now, which is good. And I remember Yomi, who was watching the series at one point, said that that will happen. You know, the game will get a bit easier as you play it. So yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with it. So it seems to be paying off. I mean, obviously it will probably fail later, but for now, we seem to have a bit of an advantage, which I will happily go with. If it just means that we beat things up, level up, and get on with the game. Because like I said, I really am interested in where this game is going to go in terms of the story. It's been very well done so far. A couple of gripes here and there, but really, you know, every story will have gripes. This has been great. So yeah, but yeah, Half-Life 1, like I said, I liked it. I still like the game, and still think it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. Even though I disagree with some of the mechanics behind it, the level design and all that, it's still a good game. I still recommend it for people who haven't played Half-Life or like Half-Life. Yes, I like it too. Half-Life 2, on the other hand, though, I would love to do a replay of that game one day, and I might be tempted to do so. I know some Let's Players that I watch do replays. They do like a Let's Replay, and they revisit a game many years later after playing it on the channel, just to see if it still holds up, or, you know, if there's any things they missed out and all that. And my Xbox 360 controller is so broken. It's the only thing I've got going at the moment to make it work. It would be great to see. It might be great to play that game again with a fresh pair of eyes.
Reeks with malevolence.
I imagine it's emanating from all the big old demons roaming about.
That is a fair observation there, Maggie Lou. That is a very fair observation. And then these floating tiger heads certainly do add to the menacing. Like if I saw floating tiger heads as I was exploring the ruins, and there was like lots of them, and they were like all sinister looking and stuff, I would be pretty freaked. I'm not gonna lie, I would be scared and a bit concerned for my safety. You know, not with these guys, of course. These guys are fellow party members. They're doing very well, actually. But yeah, Half-Life 2.
You do have a peculiar air about you.
I do. Thank you, Maggie. You compliment me all the time. No, I like. Oh, and there's something to check out over on the right here. So let's go do that, shall we? If we can. We can indeed. Yeah. Oh, fight these enemies first. Yeah, Half-Life 2. I'd like to replay it because I still. The only reason why I didn't like that, I liked the game graphically, at least the version I played, it was graphically quite impressive for its time, and the mechanics were a lot smoother than, and the controls therefore were a lot smoother than Half-Life 1. So the control scheme, the mechanics, the gunplay and all that was really, really good, and again, graphically it was a good looking game, and I liked Ravenclaw, the scary zombie town. That was really, really cool and quite freaky, quite a change of pace. It definitely had a different atmosphere to Half-Life 1, which was good. What I didn't like about it ultimately was the plot. I thought the plot was really badly butchered, fragmented, and lots of key sort of plot points that I really wanted to know about or thought was necessary to help me understand the plot was either really sort of, you know, not very well addressed, or it was hidden away and you had to explore the game to find it. You know, like you'd have to beat certain characters in feckin' sewage pipes or, you know, big toxic sewer pipes that had like a huge ocean of toxic waste you have to like get over without dying, and you have to time it like expertly to find one of those alien creatures, Vulcanites or whatever they're called, like camping, and he would explain a bit about the Vulcanites after Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 and how they see you. You know, that's kind of critical information into why things are the way they are, and yet you have to find that. And the whole point is that apparently the developers of Half-Life 2 they wanted to tell the story in a sort of observational way. So rather than just spoon feed it to you, they wanted you to find it. You know, the plot was all in the background type thing, which was fine because they did that quite well with Half-Life 1. But the reason why it worked with Half-Life 1 was because the plot was really simple in the foreground, which was you are a scientist called Gordon and you do an experiment which goes wrong, and basically you and your fellow surviving scientists, after the experiment causes lots of crazy things to happen in the lab that you're working at, want to escape. And so they send you with your special suit and guns, even though you have no gun abilities whatsoever, you somehow do. Basically need you to go up through the laboratory or the lab complex in the mountain area, wherever it was at, and get help. And stop the things from happening. And that was a simple plot. You're like, okay, I need to get help to help my fellow scientists and escape and be alive. And that's all you needed to worry about. And then everything else in the background, in terms of like extra plot, was optional. You know, it wasn't really necessary. But you could spend time focusing on it simply because you didn't have to worry about the foreground plot, the main plot. It was really simple. Whereas in Half-Life 2, the foreground plot is actually a lot more complex, simply because the situation you're put into in the game requires a bit more of a complex foreground plot. In that it's not like tremendously complex or anything. It is still a relatively straightforward plot. But in terms of like understanding the background of it and like the reasonings behind it, there's a lot more questions to ask as a player or as somebody who's invested in said plot. And the game just doesn't really help you answer those questions unless you are some sort of intellectual, super-minded, sharp-eyed, you know, witty, you know, observer, an analyst. And I'm not that person. I like my plots. I know what they mean by people saying, oh, I don't want my plot spoon-fed to me because it makes me feel like an idiot. I see what you mean by that when people argue that sort of thing, and I get that. You think, yeah, you don't want it literally. There are some plot points that you think, yeah, anybody can pick that up. They don't need it to be elaborated or fed upon. That's fine when it comes to storytelling. You don't want to like do exposition dumps all the time and just batter the player or viewers or whatever's heads, you know, in terms of like, yeah, you know, do you think they can understand the plot development just from the events alone, or the interactions characters have, or the background, whatever? Do you think that will be sufficient enough for them to get what's going on? A lot of the times, yes, it is. But certain times, no, you do need to have more spoon feeding, because otherwise the person will not catch it or miss it, because they don't have that intellect capacity that you so clearly want them to have to get smart people to enjoy the plot. It's okay for smart people to enjoy the plot and design the game to be, you know, plot observational and you know, try and find the meaning in the background and the hidden files and the pictures events happening that you might not see first time around. No, that's fine. I'm not against that, but only for like additional plot or additional sort of ideas to flesh out a universe or to flesh out the events that are going on, not actual hidden critical plot points that you need to really understand what the bloody hell's going on. And I just felt at the time Half-Life 2 didn't do a very good job of it. And then when I did some digging around on the game in terms of its development history, actually it turns out that Valve did butcher the plot several times, simply because the main game of Half-Life 2 had to be sort of hastily redone when a hacker apparently got a build of it that was like 70 or 80% done and leaked it out on the internet. And so Valve had to like redevelop bits all over again, and the game was like 5 years in development. It was costing them lots of money, and they had to rush it out to try and get some of that money back, otherwise they were going to go bankrupt. And so certain plot points were cut out or levels were cut out. And so yeah, and I felt at the time when I played Half-Life 2 that that was evident in the final product. And when everyone was giving it universal acclaim for being the best PC game at the time, I thought, no, you're so hideously wrong. It's not bad. It's just not universal acclaim good. You know, there are games better that do plot better than this. But yeah, gameplay, mechanics, graphics, environments, and some characters, and some of the plot details. Yeah, it's fine. It's good, very good. But it wasn't universal acclaim good. I just disagreed with that. And the ending was a complete bitch slap. I'm sorry. That ending of Half-Life 2, the original ending before the episode content, that was just BS. If anybody was happy with that, fair enough, but I think you're an idiot. Basically, I just think you're a complete idiot who just basically goes with the crowd and the tide. It was so disappointing, so anticlimactic, and they say, but that's the point. And you think, yeah, but no, you only do that if, you know, the first game had an ending that was what the fuck, but it was really, and it was open-ended and it didn't answer all the questions, but at least it kept you hooked. It kept you thinking, what just happened? But it wasn't like a slap to the face. It was just a, oh shit, something big is going on. It sets itself up for the next game if there was to be one, which there was. Whereas the ending of the second game, it didn't. It just kind of went, oh, you've done the thing that I've asked, sort of. Well, okay, I'm just going to put you away in some sort of stasis thing in space where I might need you later. Goodbye, the end. No, what? It just was very empty. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was very dissatisfying. And then when episodes 1 and 2 came out, you could see that they purposely done that in order to stretch the story out. Maybe for development reasons. Sorry, I'm slowing down. I should be multitasking. I can't do that. I got a new weapon. I can't remember what it was. It was a spear, wasn't it? It was a trident. Ooh, it looks very dashing. There we go. I thought I had a new weapon. You know, it was just... the episodes were good. I liked the episodes. Don't get me wrong. Episodes 1 and 2 for Half-Life 2 were way better than the main game in terms of the plot was better explained. You know, it was a good addition and carried on the story really well. So I just think, well, why couldn't Half-Life 2 just be that one big game? And maybe it was intended to be, but it just failed. I was really annoyed by that. I don't think it justifies how Half-Life 2 originally ended. I think that's a load of BS.
Hey, it's you again.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while, this guy.
I'm so busy I can't even notice what's going on around me.
We haven't seen you for
You're
ages.
not fooling anybody. Why bother?
I was hoping to not have to deal with yous guys. Whenever I run into yous, I always lose so much monies.
Because Velvet always forces unreasonable demands on you?
Oh, Miss Exorcist, your concern warms my little turtle's heart.
I'm not forcing anything. I just think he's trying to take advantage of us by fixing his prices well above market rate. Price fixing? As in deliberately marking up items so as to take advantage of the less fortunate? I was under the impression that the Abbey strictly forbade such unscrupulous business tactics.
Ah! Perish the thought, Miss. Our accounting is always above board. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. No matter whens and no matter wheres, you can get whatever you needs for the same fair price.
That's good to hear. Eleanor, give the nice turtles that smile he so desires. I'm sure running a business is hard work. Hang in there.
Much obliged.
Fair enough. Crooks and nobles working together. That's too scary for me. Seriously. Yeah, well, deal with it. Right, okay. I don't know. Should I buy some more stuff? I mean, I suppose I can buy stuff. Let's buy these weapons, I guess. I mean, I don't know how many of them I've already got, but I'm going to buy them anyway, just so that I've got them. It's all new, so I might as well. Yes, buy it, buy it. I don't think we need that garment. I think we've got a few of them already. Oh, Maggie Lou's already. Yeah, we don't need to buy the garments. We will buy the Feldspar garments, but we're going to get the one. Okay, that's fine. Fluid Racecoat, they've already got, so we don't care about that. Slow Ward, I'll pick up another one. Ooh, Force Ring, which we can only pick one off. Okay, that's fine. Pick one of those up. Don't need the Flame Ward. Ooh, another Slow Ward. Yeah, pick up those two. Oh, pick up the one. Okay, there's only one. Pick up another Poison Ward. Don't need Spike Shoes, don't need Fluric Boots. Feldstar Boots, we could buy one of those. And then it's all ingredients again. Fine, fine. Let's buy 2 apple gels, 2 peach gels. That's fine. I can't be arsed with those at the moment. We've got all of these that we're not using at the moment, so yeah, that's fine. Am I going to enhance and dismantle anything? Nah, I can't be bothered. Am I going to sell anything? I suppose we could sell some stuff, but maybe later. Yeah, no, I'll sort it out off screen. Don't worry about that. Right, let's see what equipment we've got. Have you got? You got some new weapons. Ah, cool. So you got Snake Bite, and you got the Feldspar Blade. Ah, that's so cool. All right, well, what is better? That's a better weapon than this, but this takes a bit longer. Okay. We'll have the Snake Bite on for now. Have you got any? You're still doing the sash. Crimson Veil, you're doing Flame Ward. So have you got anything we can do new? Yes. The Force Ring. Okay, we'll have that on. The Fluric Boots, we haven't got anything else. Oh no, we've got Feldspar Boots. Okay, you can have those then. That's fine. Right, cool. And Gleaming Daggers you've mastered. You could have those daggers, but those ones you've already mastered. Okay, that's fine. So let's go with that then. Personally mastering Amphibious Waistcoats. You can have that waistcoat. Sounds like a plan. T-Gorge, you're on the way. Burning Stash. Anything else you can master? Unfortunately, no. That's fine because we haven't got enough of those. You've got that. You can have the ribbon. Crimson Veil you've got on. Poison Ward, you need something else. Slow Ward. Right, you can have the Slow Ward. Steps. Anything else you can master with those? Ooh, no, because we've got enough. That's fine. Oh, we've already got a Grading Doll. Okay, that's okay. That one gives you more health but less attack now, that's fine. Earrings you've mastered, so you can have those on. The garment you've almost done. Slow Ward you've almost done. Boots you've almost done, but you can't master anything else at the moment because of that, that's fine. You need to master that. Oh, you're so close with the Shock Ward. Resistant Shoes. Anything else you can master? Yeah, but again, you've got them already. Okay, that's fine. I'm just talking to myself here. I'm just literally repeating things that people already know. Weather bag. Anything else you can... Oh! The amphibial bag. Brilliant. Waistcoat you've already got mastered, but we can't do anything about that at the moment because you're doing those. Actually, colourful waistcoats. Oh, you've still to master that. That's fine. Poison Ward you've now mastered. Nothing else. Fortunately. Slow Ward. You can have the Slow Ward. And the boots you're fine with. Okay, so that's everybody all decked out there with new stuff. Cool! And you've gained Devotee, which is fantastic. Lovely. Right, let's quick save the game. After that little bit of inventory sort. So let's crack on. Oh, actually no, I think what we'll do is we'll just enhance the sword that Velvet's got. Only because it's a bit weak. So let's enhance that. We can do that. We can enhance it once more. It's good. And then we need too much of silver scrap. Have we got this? Can you buy silver scrap? The answer to that question is a no. Boo! Alright, never mind. Again, we got it's enhanced a little bit, so hopefully it's got a bit more attack power because it was a bit weak compared to the other weapon that she could have had on. But whatever, let's carry on. I can't be asked to pick up those items, it's pointless. Ooh, a Death Ward. Ooh, is that a talisman? It is, but he's already mastered it. Oh, okay, that's fine. Actually, wait, hold on. Does Eitzen have wards? He does, but he's already got a new one on already. Okay, that's fine. We can roll with that. Cool. In which case, then, I guess we're going down. Whoa! I wish they'd stop doing that. It really jump scares me, that. Right, I think, like I said, for the time being, we should be alright. And hopefully, again, with the enemies and all that, we should have no problems with them. But you never know. We could be pleasantly surprised. Can happen. But yeah, like I said, but whatever, so I might replay Half-Life 2 one day. Like I said, the episode's fine. Episodes 1 and 2 was fine. I liked them. Shame we never saw Half-Life 3. Lots of people are thinking that maybe Steam or Valve, which is the same company really, since the Epic Game Store has started their huge game exclusive clampdown, so to speak, on buying all these up-and-coming new titles for timed exclusivity to really try and get the Epic Store to be the best place to buy games from, which may be true, but the service they provide is limited, if not really superior compared to Steam's service, despite their development-friendly fees. It's much cheaper to release a game on it. Uh-oh, it's a Diafo. Oh, it's a thing. Okay, well we're gonna try and fight it and see what happens. I did do a quick save earlier, so we'll see how we go on. Might want to do a thing on it actually. Can't do it, Mr. Cart's not working. Well, he's actually taking quite a fair bit of punishment really, so that's interesting. Mind you, so did Rockaroo, so we need to give him an apple gel. Some apple gel, there we go. Some apple puree you get from a ration pack, that'll be fine. Oh, that did some huge damage. Okay, that did some huge damage. Okay, this Diafo ain't fucking around. Mind you, he's nearly dead now, so hopefully I'm gonna have to use some peach gel on him. Damn. Survive, buddy! Everyone else is doing alright. This must be like, I wonder if this is like the Diafo from the original game, like the same Diafo that you would have fought at the beginning of the game, should we have put Diafos on. Because he's not very strong, this Diafo. He got his ass handed to him quite easily there.
Escape me?
So we did get 641 experience points. Mind you, we've all gained all that mastery. That's good. So yeah, I think we've already fought him before, but hey, I'll take it. Take the extra things. We've got another set of perfect stuff.
Right.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll keep exploring that area. Hopefully we'll get a treasure soon. Right, equipment. Then we've got some more stuff to sort out. Then, right, gradient doll has been mastered, but you've got nothing else to do. Fabric garments. You can have the feldspar one on, and then slow ward you're sorted with. So you can have the poison ward, which will give you that one because that's got better stats. Boots, of course, you can't do. Shock ward you've mastered, so again you can have the poison ward. I think that's everything really, isn't it? Just burning dash, which again we can't really deal with till later. Okay, that's fine. All good, all good. Everyone's leveling up peachily, if such a word exists. Yeah, gonna do a little bit of grinding, not too much, not to pad out the video or anything, it's just because so then saves me time later, might as well. But yeah, maybe Steam or Valve even I should say again, might decide to just bite the bullet and do Half-Life 3. I know why they didn't bother. I mean, they made so much money from Steam, they didn't see the point, but the development history of Half-Life 1 and 2 was was quite hard on Valve. They obviously just didn't want to go through all that again for Half-Life 3, and the expectation of it, in terms of its caliber, quality, it would have been too high for them to really bother with, so perhaps they just thought, yeah, I can't be bothered. And you think, oh, they should try anyway, but perhaps it's best to go out on a high than a disappointment. I don't know what the reason is, but you never know, maybe now that Epic has decided to you know, really push against Steam and really give them some grief, that they might have to think, right, we need to get some exclusive content of our own. But rather than buy it in, because nobody really wants to develop for Steam, or at least not develop for Steam, but release their games on Steam. Not because Steam's crap, but it's because of the whole open door policy, whereby a lot of their games are very questionable in terms of quality and you know, tolerance, accepting, you know, diverse, inclusiveness, and basically nice. There's a lot of games on there that are basically crap quality, asset flips, rip-offs, not really games at all, and also have offensive content in it, depending on where you stand with it. Yeah, a lot of developers don't want their games tied up or listed with those games, because otherwise it gives people the wrong impression of those games, which is fair enough, so Steam needs to sort out their listing sort of practices or algorithms or whatever, so that, you know, AAA games don't get tied with those listings, so they don't get a bad rep just from a list, you know, initial impressions. Not that AAA games are really worth saving anyway, a lot of them are crap these days, but there's been some good ones recently. I mean, Resident Evil 2 Remake was good, Devil May Cry 5 I've heard is good. Is it Sekiro 2 Shadow something, the new game from Software, the Samurai Dark Souls game? It's supposed to be quite good, if a little hard. You know, there's a lot of good stuff out there. There is a lot of good AAA games that have come out that are good, which is good to hear. And you know, obviously got the indie market and all that. Steam does need to get its act together. I like the fact that Steam allows you to publish anything. I'm okay with that because I like that sort of thing, and because I believe that I'm somebody who, I'm sure I can find games or content that's really offensive, but I just don't get so het up on it because I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe a lot of the game's offensive content doesn't actually relate to me that specifically, therefore I can brush it off, or just see the funny side, or just think, yeah, it's offensive, so I'll just do the common sense approach and not bother engaging with it. I'll move to the next game and just ignore it, you know, and not hate Steam for having it on there, because it's nice that Steam wants to publish everything and allow everything on there for the sake of freedom of expression and what have you, but you can't please everyone. We've had this discussion before in a previous video of the series in terms of that, and I get why developers just don't want to stick with them until they sort of regulate their store and get rid of some of these terrible games. And I agree in terms of a quality standpoint, that's a good thing, but in terms of freedom of expression, they just need to tidy up their algorithm so the AAA games are separated from them, so it's not tied up that way. But even so, the damage is still done in terms of public perception of Steam and the media perception of Steam. There's not really a lot you can be able to shake off, and yeah, it is a bit of a problem, unfortunately. If you're a publisher who is wanting to keep their games clean, although may deal with you know, deep thoughts or sensitive issues and what have you, they want to make sure that it's approachable for everyone, so they can make as much money from them as possible. They don't give a shit about you and your values, let's be honest. Nobody does. No business or corporation gives a shit about any customer's well-being, viewpoints and values. All they care about is appealing to as many people as possible, being as unoffensive as possible, so that they can get as much money out of you. Because they don't see you as customers, they see you as consumers. Your job is to shut up, buy their product and enjoy it. Or not even enjoy it, buy their product, consume it. They don't give a crap about your feelings, they don't give a crap about how you rate their company or how you think that their company is doing business with people or treating their employees. They don't give a shit, they just want to make money, that's all they're interested in. The best way to protest against any company or corporation that you don't agree with in terms of practices or products that they put out, in terms of their quality or content, or the way they deal with customers in terms of customer service, because remember, you're consumers, not customers according to them, is to not buy the product. That is the best way, because that's the only way they'll listen. That's the only way that they respond to, really. That means something. But people keep consuming it, and everyone's all a big bunch of hypocrites. And I get it, you know, I do. But I'm better at it now. I'm better at not supporting companies or corporations that I may have done before in the past, and also they do something stupid or anti-consumeristic or whatever, or anti-customer based stuff. And one of their products is so bad, so I'm not giving you any more money again to tighten your fucking ship up and start making everything. God, there's lots of purple things going on here. It's pretty scary stuff. And weird. You know, tighten your act up basically, get your shit together and start treating people better and come up with better products that are worth money, because your value for money proposition is terrible. That sort of thing I'm better at not supporting anymore. You know, I just don't care. I don't, because the whole premise is that when a new product comes out and you want it to be good, or it comes out by a company who treat their customers like crap, or their employees like crap, or stand for something that nobody agrees with, or at least most people don't agree with, or whatever, something along those lines. You get that. I can't remember what the expression is. It's what you're missing out on. In other words, you don't want to be someone who's not buying the product because you're making a protest. You know, saying, no, I'm not paying this company money. My hard-earned money, by the way, that's not infinite. I have to work hard for that, or you know, I get it from a limited resource. Why should I keep giving it to this when they're going to produce shit like this? I'm not doing it anymore, to let them know that my money is not going in their coffers. We're going to spend it elsewhere. Spend it on products that do give a shit about me, are good value for money, represent what I like and all that sort of stuff. You know, spend it and give people money who deserve it, or who have made an effort to sell something that I'm interested in and is good. people don't, because they don't want to miss out on the initial product rush. They don't want to be someone who's late to the party, so to speak. So if a new game comes out like Borderlands 3, everyone's pissed off, for example, that it's going to be a 6-month Epic Games exclusive title. But the best way to tell Gearbox that the developers of the game, Take-Two I think being the publishers, the best way to get them to basically listen to customers and say, yeah, we don't support you going exclusive with this Epic Game Store, that's a shit service compared to Steam, purely for the fact that you get more money out of the game and you have to pay less fees to sell the game on the Epic Game Store, and therefore you keep more of the profit, so you've only done it purely for capitalism and not for customer satisfaction or customer reasons, is crap, and I hate supporting that because I'm fed up with it. You don't buy the game. Don't buy the game on launch day. You don't buy the game. You're not missing out on anything, because eventually you're going to buy it and you're going to play it. Of course you are. If it's good, you know, you think, actually, yeah, but it might be that it's really bad and you save yourself some money anyway. Think, oh, I'm glad I didn't buy it first time around, because actually it ends up I wasn't missing out on anything at all. You're not missing out on anything. You're just missing out not having it on day one, but who gives a shit? But people do. A lot of people don't like missing out on day one because they're worried that, you know, people will perceive them as poor or not caring, or they might get left behind or left out or whatever. And if you're a YouTuber or a Let's Player, it's adamant that you get there first to get the most. There's a lot of it's all fair enough reasons, but you've got to sacrifice that, because at the end of the day, you're not actually missing out on anything at all. You're going to play the game at a later date, that's it, and you might save yourself some money at the time. You might get more bang for your buck. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to say to a company like Gearbox who's doing this exclusive stuff, I don't support your move, I'm not paying you money, I'm not giving you my money, because that's the only way they're going to listen. They only think and work in money terms, because it's a business, that's how they do things. But yeah, until people start doing that more often, and there are signs that is happening. You know, Battlefield 5, for example, lost a lot of sales because people were upset with the way they were handling the World War II depiction they had in it. It lost a lot of sales, and I think some of that came from people protesting saying, I'm not buying it, I'm not buying this game, it's not my Battlefield and all that. I think it is starting to grow in terms of that customers are starting to realise, okay, if we don't want to be treated like shit, we don't buy their product on day one, and we say to them, through our wallets or purses, we don't support it. Fuck off, listen to us, we're the customer, not a consumer. So you never know, maybe it will, but it needs to grow more, and more momentum needs to happen on that. But I'm not forcing or saying to anybody who doesn't want to miss out that they're wrong. If you don't want to miss out, you don't want to miss out. It's your money, you do what you want. But it won't change. Things won't change unless you do sacrifice that I've got to get there first attitude. If you do that, then you will see change, and it'll be for the better. And then you would want to be first, and it'll be worth going first, because you know the product's going to be fantastic. It comes from a good company that's rehabilitated itself and turned itself around and said, okay, we do care about the customer, we do care about you, we're sorry, okay, here it is again, what do you think? And if you go, yeah, that's what I want, brilliant, then you give them money, and then you're first, and it's all great. You know, it can happen, but like I said, it's up to you really. Personally, I'm good now at not buying games brand new straight away now. I'm really not, I don't give a shit, I just don't spend my money on it. And I'm getting better at not spending my money on older games either. I just don't see the point anymore. I'm saving up for something else. Something cool, in my opinion. Anyway. Oh, shut up now. I've got to stop rambling. Exquisite Charm. A splendid charm. Great. Does that mean that you can have it on now? Or are you still using that charm? I forget. You're still learning that one. Wow, that's... Oh, slowing capability as well. That's really useful. But you... No, you've still got that charm on. Okay. Fair enough. Well, there's some cool charms there, so I'm going to have to do some grinding off screen to get the AP up on that. That'd be well worth having. Alright, anyway, yeah, sorry, I rambled there. We're going to try and cut down the grinding a little bit here, and we are going now to try and make a little bit more progress here. Yes, thank you, Demon Heads. I have rambled my rambling now. No, that's already been opened. I don't know if I did that just now, or whether I haven't really been paying attention. Oh, right, I'll fight you.
I'll end this quickly.
Figure out your misery. But yeah, anyway, that's all that ranted and rambled about. So that's getting up to date with the gaming industry currently. Oh yeah, there's the whole Anthem debacle, and that's video game journalist Jason Schreier, or Screier, I haven't pronounced his surname. revealed through sources that he contacted with BioWare, ex-BioWare employees, current BioWare employees, probably people with EA or something like that. He published a really big article on Kotaku about the literal exposure to the development of Anthem and how, well, fucked up it was. And why the game is so bad when it came out on release. You know, I mean, it's not the worst game ever, but it's certainly not living up to its name. And it was really interesting to read. If you haven't heard about it, do read it. I personally, before the article was published, didn't really like Jason Schreier that much. He is a well-renowned video game journalist. Lots of people like him. I think he's a fantastic bloke for his work. But I remember seeing him do a podcast on Yongye. And I like Yongye. I think Yongye's a good games news person. But he did a video interview with him, which was, you know, fair enough, was cool. And he just came across as quite a pretentious, privileged man who I just thought the issues they were raising was about journalists being attacked for their biased opinions on games or something like that. There was some issue about everybody hating journalists, and he was being very, very pretentious and anti. He was basically just trying to protect himself, saying you shouldn't attack journalists or developers. And at the time I was like, yeah, you should, because you're the ones fucking things up. You've got to sort your shit out. Stop putting the blame on people who are angry and mad at you, and actually sort your shit out and acknowledge they're mad at you and deal with it rather than complain and deflect it. And I remember him coming up with quite a whiny, scrawny man, and I just thought, you can produce whatever article you want. You clearly don't give a damn about people's anger right now. They're angry and you're not dealing with it, you're deflecting it. Deal with the anger first, then you'll realise the anger will be sorted. And then I think he did with this article that he released about Anthem. I think he really did actually acknowledge people's anger at why Anthem was so bad, and he did his job to reveal the truth and basically say, okay, these people are angry, rather than deflect it, let's actually get to the root of the anger and solve it, or confront it, or at least justify it. And he did a fantastic job. That article was a really good article, and I believe every word he written in it, and his sources and all that he quoted from, about Anthem's development. And I restored faith in the man and thought, okay, you have a reason to be a bit privileged because you actually do produce some good work. But that was just a side note, but like, yeah, I like him now. Not that it matters to him, because he obviously didn't give a shit, but the point being is I did not like him, but he was a pretentious twat. I thought, yeah, you can fuck off, but no, he's a good, he's alright. And yeah, basically, BioWare, when they found out about this article, actually released a statement very shortly before the article was even published. So they obviously knew about the article and what its contents were and when it was going to be released. But before the article had a chance to actually be released, they released a statement saying, yes, everything about the article is wrong. We don't support people attacking individuals, former employees and current employees of BioWare and EA. We're happy with the way things are. We always look out for our employees and our well-being, workplace attitude and ethics, and we don't support this terrible journalism that's shoddy and all that stuff. And basically just deflecting and again denying everything, PR speak. What Jason said, and actually I thought, no, actually Jason's on the money here. You fucked up. You fucked up really bad. And yeah, they're just deflecting it. And BioWare essentially is nowhere near the company they were before. 10, 12 years ago with Mass Effect and Dragon Age. They're not anymore. I mean, people move on. People who work in these companies move on and go to other things, but the actual company itself has become very rotten now, which is probably inevitable to a certain degree, but yeah, it's bad. Have we actually got the treasure for Critian Archipelago then? I thought we hadn't. I don't even know how to know. How do I check if they have got treasure? Oh, Crimson Crystal Snow. Oh yeah, here we go. No, we haven't got the treasure from here yet, so we need to get the treasure from that. We haven't found it yet, so I'm not going to go to the new island until I find the treasure there. No, we haven't yet. That's not good. But yeah, no, yeah, Anthem. Again, I didn't give a toss about Anthem, so I really didn't feel like I was missing out at all. I wasn't. I didn't miss out. A lot of these AAA games now that come out, I don't feel anymore missing out. In this generation of games consoles currently, it's the first time I've never bothered getting one. I haven't bothered getting an Xbox One. I got one for my sister for a belated birthday present. I owed her that, to be fair, which is fine. That was nice. But all my friends have PS4s, PS4 Pros, or Xbox One S's and X's. I never bothered. I got a Switch, and I like my Switch, but even now I'm not really playing on it that much. I've kind of stopped being obsessed with it. Not because it's rubbish, and not because I think the PS4 or Xbox One is rubbish. They're not. They're not rubbish at all. There's a lot of games on those systems that I'd love to play one day, but I don't really feel now like I'm missing out anymore. It's not because I'm getting tired of video gaming. I still love video gaming. I'm going video game till the day I die. But there's just a part of me now, maybe it's down to age or whatever, that's just basically okay with not getting things straight away anymore. I don't feel sad or feel like life's unfair. Oh no, my social status is going to go down because you know, I can't get this thing anymore. I don't care. I don't feel jealous or angry. I just sort of go, yeah, I haven't got it, so what? I might get it second hand, or I might miss the generation out altogether. What the fuck is going on? I might miss the generation out altogether and get a PS5 or whatever, you know, or an Xbox 2 or whatever the next thing's going to be called. Or apparently Nintendo are coming out with 2 new Switch consoles, rumoured to be like a basic Switch console that may not have a dock, so it's just a pure handheld device, and a Switch Pro with enhanced capabilities, a bit like the new 3DS and all that. So, you know, it's all quite interesting what's going on. I might get one of this, but then again I might not bother. I didn't get a new 3DS at the time when that came out. I had a 3DS, but not a new 3DS. Again, it's just that's all gone now. And I don't know again if that's an age thing. I'm still playing games. I'm playing Yakuza with my brother, which is really good fun. We've been playing the Yakuza series. I really wanted to play that series all the way through, and we currently are, and it's really good fun. I really want to play the new samurai game from Software, Sekiro. That I feel like I'm missing out a bit, but I'm not rushing to get it. Devil May Cry 5 I'd love to play as well, but again I'm not rushing to get it. The only game I rushed out to get was Resident Evil 2 Remake. I really wanted to play that, and I'm glad I did. It's a bloody good game. But yeah, Devil May Cry 5 I really can't wait to play, but I'm okay to wait for it, you know. I can't afford it at the moment. But I don't feel bad. I don't feel like, oh, I fucked up. It's like, no, I'm not getting it. That's it. I'm not getting it. It's okay. You know. So yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's just an age thing or not. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Anyway, let's stop talking about shit like that. Who cares right now? Let's get ourselves sorted. Yeah, you got the codes on Poison Ball, Burning Dash again. I can't do anything with that. You're all right with these stuff, which again you can't do at the moment. You've mastered your earrings, and I can't do anything else. So which earrings are better? Probably the current ones you've got on. Okay, that's fine. You're doing that. And you're doing that. And you're doing that. And you're doing that. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, it's very messy, but at this point I'm a little bit defocused at the moment. Talking about the video game world and my personal things, you know. Perhaps I'm getting old, perhaps I'm getting tired. No, it's not really, no. It's just, yeah, my priorities have changed now, that's all. And I feel happy for it. I used to get really upset about it and get myself into lots of trouble, but now, I don't now. I'm really not bothered. I've passed it now. I've got it out of my system, let's say. I got it out of my system. And now I'm just enjoying this game. I'm enjoying playing Trading Card Game 2. Like I said, I've played Resident Evil 2 Remake to death. I'm trying to get the S Plus ranks with Claire so I can get the infinite minigun, so I can have fun with that. The only game I'm looking forward to that I can think of off the top of my head is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Whenever that does decide to come out, I hope it does come out. That's going to be fun. Yeah, you know, but that's about it really. Yeah, like I said, I'll get Devil May Cry 5 in the future when it's a bit cheaper, and same with the Samurai game. I'm not watching any LP footage of it either. I'm being good, being strict. Like I said, I'm playing Yakuza with me bro. We're playing Yakuza 1, the remake on the PS4. It's really good fun. We've got 2 and 0 to do, and I bought him 6 for his birthday recently, so and I think 3 and 4 being remade as well, which is going to be good. So yeah, it's all good. So yeah, in terms of video gaming, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing. No, the herbs aren't back yet. What the fucking fuck? Alright, well, not that it matters. Right, so where we need to go elsewhere. Then we've explored all of that. Then we've rambled, and done all that. I'm going to quick save again just to make sure that we're good. In fact, actually, I'm going to pause the video to make sure everything's recording okay, and then we'll crack on with a bit longer and see if we can get more of this place sorted out. So yeah, back in a sec. Yeah, we're all good. All right, let's move on.
From the way you were talking, it seemed like you had an idea of who was behind the riot. What happened here?
I think someone in your position would know.
There were reports of a large riot, but I was caught up in chasing you, so I heard little else.
It was a small affair, really. Velvet Rokuro and I were being held on this island. Velvet instigated the other prisoners to riot so that we could escape.
She used the prisoners? Yeah. You'd expect different from me?
Yeah, they're prisoners.
We didn't stay to see, but the prisoners were losing badly. At least, that's what it looked like. But if that was the case, then where did all the exorcists go?
Good question.
I know Oscar left to report the incident, but the other guards should have remained at their posts.
Nothing.
Well, if they didn't flee, we have to assume they were all killed.
By this headless knight, perhaps? Well, no sense losing our heads, I suppose. But it looks like we're in for a heck of a fight.
All we have to do is mop up anyone who's left.
Fair enough. Ooh, more stuff. Good. It gives me a chance
What was
to
it
stop
called?
talking.
Venomization, right? The dark ritual of making.
Oh
demons
yeah,
feed on
Dark
each other
Lord
to
Kaiser,
build stronger
old
ones.
dicky friend. He
Isaac,
had
how
to
many
sound out.
demons
We'll
does
put
the
that in a
ritual
minute.
require?
It's more a
Good old
matter of
dick chump.
quality than quantity. Stronger demons mean more powerful malevolence.
The ritual mixes the victor's malevolence with that of the devoured, creating a terrible, bloodthirsty monster. You see, the newfound power comes at a great cost. With it, the victor's last vestiges of self-control are stripped away.
So it's something even more than a monster. A seething ball of pure power and malevolence.
Roguro, don't tell me you're considering it for yourself.
Of course I am. I'll consider anything that can make me stronger.
You cannot be serious!
What's there to be so surprised about? Well, look at Velvet. She's already eaten countless demons.
You're ridiculous! He's right. If it helps me find my vengeance, I don't care.
Velvet?
Wait, are you really going to do it?
Relax, it's not gonna happen. Becoming a monster wouldn't bother me. But when I defeat my rival, I have to be myself for it to mean anything. It's the same for Velvet.
It is?
Oh right, yeah, I
Besides,
getcha.
if I kill a previous victor of the ritual, I'll have proved myself strong enough not to need the extra power.
You're ridiculous.
I see. So yeah, so So what I wanted to say is Dark Lord Kaiser mentioned this before when this was brought up, and I've forgotten all about it. But yeah, apparently it's based on I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese, but basically you get like a pot or a jar with 7 or so creatures in it that are poisonous of the same breed, and then basically they'll fight one another until one remains, which has been poisoned by the other 6. Let's say if there were 7 creatures, poisoned by the other 6 in there. But like all the venoms have added together to make this one even more potent and stronger because it survived. And then apparently you keep it as a good luck charm, and it's supposed to give you wealth and power, but you have to like say hello to it or something all the time. And it's called venomization, something along those lines anyway. Oh, it's missing number at the back there. Oh no, it's not. It's just the door then. Sorry. That would be cool if missing number did turn. That would fuck things up a bit. Yeah, and I think that's what it's based off on here. So venomization is like, yeah, you get a demon basically devouring other demons so that it becomes stronger through the other demons devouring each other and itself or whatever. No, basically you fight the other demons, the other demons attack you, and then you eat them, and then you become super strong yourself. But the downside is that you lose your what little humanity you had left in you. And Rocker was basically saying there that he wouldn't do it, or Velvet wouldn't do it, because yes, they would do anything they can to get stronger to beat their enemies, but they would still need to be themselves for it to mean anything, and they wouldn't want to lose that. So that's why Eleanor wasn't so panicked at the end, because she was like, "You wouldn't do that." He's like, "Well, yeah, of course we would, because we want to be stronger to achieve our objectives, but we're not going to, because we know that we'd lose ourselves to it, and then we would never actually truly have accomplished anything really, apart from being stronger. We wouldn't achieve our objective because we would have no meaning. We wouldn't have any cognitive thought to do so." So yeah, it's cool. That again, the game's very clever, and I like the way it handles itself. It's good. But yeah, venomization, yeah, something to do with that. And if you don't worship this creature that's in a jar, then it curses you and you get all unlucky and die. So apparently, like, people use it back in the past to like lure people into a false sense of security. Like, you'd say, "Ah, look, this creature, worship it, say hello to it, you become rich and powerful," and then they'll forget to do that, and then they get cursed or destroyed in some way. I don't know what I couldn't read the full details on it. It was very interesting though. You just think, Who would go to the effort of doing that? And who came up with that? Who discovered that and thought that was a good idea? Who managed to put all that together? I just think it just smells of suspiciousness, if you ask me. Like, somebody just made that up. Not like recently, back in the past. They obviously just went, hey Bob, what is it, Fred? do you want to bet? What do you want to bet on, Bob? Well, Fred, I can't decide, really cool idea, but if I could get someone to believe that, you know, if they put a jar full of creatures to one side and they all attack and kill each other, and the one gets the venom from all the other creatures that they're attacking with to make it super strong, and then believe it gives them riches and it's like some sort of godly demon thing, and if they don't do it, like they'll like get killed and stuff, would you give me a tenner? You would never be able to do that, Fred. Oh, I so would, Bob. I so would. Alright, you're on. And that's probably what happened, really. You know, it was just a big bet, wasn't it? Hey, whatever. It was fun. Oh, a risky encounter rather than a dangerous one. I can't remember the differences. But they're just tougher, aren't they? Oh, I think it's because they crouched behind me, wasn't it? Because the dangerous encounters when there's loads of them, the risky ones things when they get the advantage on you. And I didn't remember. They must have done very briefly there. That's fine. We can sort it out. So yeah, but okay, I'm really just to see how this game's going to end. It's obviously going to be tragic. That much I'm pretty sure of. But I hope Velvet does get what she wants, or in some form she gets something that means something to her. Yeah, but we'll see. Obviously, it'll take a very long time. Obviously, I've got a race against Article 13 and 11 being implemented, but you know, with Brexit going on and it being delayed and causing issues, I may not have to worry about that law being implemented after all. Straight away, anyway.
This fight is over.
Brilliant. Lovely. Right, so, don't worry about that. Ah, drop my phone. No! Oh. Stupid phone. Ooh, open. Yes. Yes, I shall give them spirits. I found a cat suit, and I got a therapy cat. Wearing this will have you feeling perfectly at ease. Well, as long as I freed the cats, that's the main thing. Right. I don't know why these are all closed, by the way. Guessing they were disused jail cells. Or maybe when the riots happen, they... Whoop! Well, I'm going to ignore you for now, buddy. Maybe when the riots happen, they just closed them afterwards, because, you know, they were polite. I don't know how many others were all closed like this. Don't know. The reason why I'm opening them is because I'm trying to get silver scrap, so... Damn it, time. Silver coins, can I turn silver coins into scrap? Oh, dangerous encounter, do I bother or not? Why not? Experience, yo. It's a bit of a grindy episode this anyway, to be fair, so might as well. You can always skip it in the LP, I suppose. Been a bit lazy tonight anyway. As you may have not, may have already observed, I should say. Just get back into the swing of things. Whenever I have to take a week off from doing videos, get back into it, sometimes it can be a bit, not daunting or anxiety or anything. Oh, Super Mr. Card. Not like daunting or anything, it's just like your brain's not quite in the rhythm or momentum it had before. Not that I had much anyway, but it's certainly less than it usually is in terms of concentration, focus, commitment. You know, it's a bit divested. It may have something to do with gin and tonics I'm drinking, but it may not, you know? Just throwing it out there. Okay, well, fighting, I'm trying to fight. Yeah, here we go, fighting heads, come on. I'm hiding in the background, let me kick your asses. And stun you as well. So satisfying to stun things. Delicious stunning. Damn it, I ran out of points. Come on, kill them. Yes, kill. Points. I just want more of these heads. They're so easy to kill. Okay, now Gargoyle's the thing that's left, isn't it? Gargoyle! Time for you to die! Oh my god, there's so much... At least there's lots of cool stuff happening. I have no idea where it's happening or who's affecting what or what it's affecting it, but it's still cool to see that. If a little confusing. Yay, there we go.
That's the end for you.
1500 experience points, it just can't be sniffed. Hey, you've got the garment sorted. So we've got some new stuff. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Right, you're sorting that out. Right, you've done that. Right, so you can't wear the... Oh, you can wear the garment. Right. You're wearing that. You're wearing that. You're wearing that. Ah, you can wear the felts. You've mastered that one, you have. Right, you can have that one then. You're still working that out. You're still working that. I don't know what words I'm saying at the moment. They are words that do not mean anything. Okay, that's fine. Right, I think I will dealt with here for now in terms of like any major stuff. Oh, there's some more jail cells there. Okay. I don't know why I'm opening them all, it's like automatic. It just feels good. Feels good to have them open up, you know? I'm a very messy person. I don't like people closing doors after themselves. That's too polite. Can't have that. Right. Okay, well, let's leave this place anyway. At least we got another cat's chest out of it. Right, which way are we going, though? I'm trying to remember which way we came down. Did we come down that way? Don't remember. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we came down this way. Right, okay. That's fine. Just try to remember. Yeah, we turned right down here. Okay. Got. Oh, quick save again. Just in case. You never know. I was got told off by that a lot of my Half-Life LP when I didn't quick save like, at all because I never knew what it was. I was like, oh yeah, didn't realise for ages what the quick save button was. That infuriated a lot of viewers, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I will admit that was a big fuck up of my own. I should have worked out what that was. Like I said, I didn't PC game much at the time, just because I preferred consoles and I couldn't afford a gaming PC. It was too expensive. And the games that were on gaming PC, again, I just wasn't really sort of, you know, gravitating towards. Gravitating, I think is the correct word there, towards. Like, I didn't think they were bad or anything. Again, it was just like games or like real-time strategy games, RPG games, all very cool looking. And I'm sure if I'd had time to spend on them, I'd love them. But they were requiring a certain level of intellect and patience and an ability that I just don't have in me as a being. I lack a distinctive amount of that stuff. But yeah, no, like I said, PC gaming's fine. I've got nothing against it. But I've always preferred consoles. Consoles have been my way, my jam. Right. Well, I think, are we heading back to where Velvet was imprisoned? Because I've got a sneaking suspicion we are. I think we are actually. I think we're literally heading back to Velvet's actual dungeon, which kind of makes sense, I suppose, because that way then it'll be the where the Headless Knight is. So, fair enough. Quick saving we shall do. We shall return to game. We shall have a look. Why not? We'll give it a go. Yeah, there he is. That was anticlimactic. Right, well, we'll deal with you in a second, buddy. Let me just grab all these kitty souls, because chests are getting quite expensive now. Not that it really matters, because I can always grind off screen to get them, but... Yeah, okay. Hey, buddy.
The Headless Knight!
He must be the product of the venomization.
He's going to be super tough, then. I wonder if I would actually be able to beat him. I'm kind of worried, actually.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our Velvet, though.
That's very true. But I don't think he liked that. How could he listen? He doesn't have a head. He has no ears.
Where's his voice even coming from?
I don't know. Look inside.
He's guarding a lot, which is a little bit disturbing. Okay, we got him. As if not killing him, but we got some stuff out of him there. That was good. Is he poisonous? No, I think he's not poisoned, but he is stunned. That's good. Oh! That did some damage. That did some damage. That's some good That's good damage right there. Maybe he's not going to be as tough as I thought he was. Unless it's like a 2-stage fight or something. No, I think he's going to die. I think our grinding session in this video has ultimately... Yeah, he's down. That was...
Well, that takes care of that.
Yep, that was pretty easy. I don't think that was the right thing, though. I think there's something to it. Oh, there was our prison. Uh-oh.
I feel something again.
God damn it, I told you to keep it in your
Malevolence?
pants.
No, another Earth Pulse point.
It must be on this island.
Oh,
I
wasn't it
sense
though?
it too. It's very
Didn't
close.
we see like a dragon thing at the beginning of the game? And there was like that ceiling thing happened. I'm sure it
Directly
did.
underneath us, I would guess.
Yeah, that is our prison, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Right, it's where they used to feed. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm misremembering. Either way, 200 experience points for that. And we've got an amphibian pendant, which we can actually use. Cool. Okay. For heights. That's cool.
What is this place? Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire complex. The darkest hole in Titania.
My hole.
Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the Earth Pulse point.
Compass tells me so.
If this cell is where the Earth Pulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therian?
Yeah, Velvet. Why is this a revelation now?
Yeah. And a real hungry one at that.
Those delicious demon foods.
Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips.
Why are you referring yourself to the third person? We know who. We know
Never
it was you.
once realizing it was delivering to Inominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therian from its cage.
Yeah, that was a bit odd. I still don't know why she did that.
But the Therian knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then...
But I had to go and devour everything. Yeah, there you go.
It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therian?
Didn't she say this
prison
earlier?
island was a feeding ground for the Therian, harnessing the malevolence created by the prisoners within.
Didn't
But because
she say
Velvet
she
escaped,
was?
the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamoana's village. Lord Artorias would never have done such a thing.
Yeah, but he did.
No. What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned holy shepherd did! All to get his hands on Inominat's power!
Get it out, Velvet. Let it out,
Sure,
girl. It's always good.
he had
It's
a
always good to
reason
talk
for
about
it.
this.
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother Loppy! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good?
Yeah. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. This could have been, like, this conversation could have happened in a
At
pub
any rate,
with drink.
that's one less Therian for us to track down.
I don't know why this is such like a big
Velvet.
plot thing now. That this could have been done like ages ago, simply over a hot meal.
Help! Eleanor!
Oh, and then that happened.
Kamoana?
Oh shit!
What? Did Velvet yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now? I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger.
But we already beat the Headless Knight.
Maybe a decoy.
I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
Oh, we might as well. I've got nothing else to do. So okay, backtracking it is. Unless we can take a shortcut up the ladder. But yeah, like so she that I have to pause it there for a second. Again, I'm sorry I'm rambling a lot, but I have to do this. Again, why didn't they just talk about this in an inn like ages ago? This shouldn't be like a big sort of, you know, moment for Eleanor to realise why Velvet's doing this. Velvet has kept her reasons to herself. Fair enough, it's personal. That's cool. But you this could have been discussed before, and then he could have come here for proof, and then Carrot. You see where I'm going with this? Like, I just think that's a very odd place to do it, but it's not the end of the world. It doesn't ruin anything. I'm just thinking like, yeah, that wasn't quite as like groundbreaking as it could have been. You know what I mean? It's like, well, we already know all this as a player. We know this, and yeah, okay, the characters aren't players. I know all that, but it's scrap! Thank God, we got some scrap finally. Oh well, I'll shut up then. The game has given me scrap to shut me up. The game is like, all right, okay, we understand your reasoning for how we've delivered the plot and how it's a little bit mishmash. Have some scrap, okay? Have some silver scrap. Shut the fuck up. Okay, game. Thank you.
All right.
That's cool. We still haven't found the treasure yet. Must find more treasure. Or if we have found the treasure, I've forgotten. I'm sorry. Let me know in the comment section next video. Or for this video, so I can reflect on it next video. That makes sense, yo. That makes sense. Right. Actually, which way are we? Wait, that just goes back to where we... Oh, yeah. Because, yeah. No, wait. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'm going... No. It makes sense. Yeah. It's okay. I was getting mad. Let's just go back to Kimona. So obviously something bad's happened. So yeah, that night was a bit of a pushover. I got a feeling decoy. And why is it that Eleanor heard Kimona shouting?
So, Velvet is Etherean.
We know this. She said it
There was something
herself.
off about her, but it's what she cried out that's really on my mind. Laffy said, "Is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?" She never told me. If it were true, I suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
But she said she
You're
was
so
Ethereon.
curious.
We've
Why
known
not
this all
ask her
this time. We
yourself?
just didn't know what Ethereon meant.
Hey, Velvet,
Other
what's your
than a
connection to
demon that eats other
Artorias?
demons.
Rokuro, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. Doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therian.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the
Yeah, I
needs
said
of the
that
few.
earlier.
All he did was act according to his ideal logic.
And that's why we're going to
Well,
remind him.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get moving.
And again, you just demonstrated there with that plot exposition there. You could have talked about this at a pub meeting, and well, it doesn't really matter. It's not a big thing. I'm just nitpicking here, nitpicking how the game has delivered its plot. It doesn't matter. Point B. Now I'm ignoring you. I've wasted far too much time in this video, grinding away and talking bollocks. We need to move on and actually. God damn it! I'm the wrong way. Actually, got to talk real things now. Try and avoid this demon if we can. We're powerful and oh, it's gone. Oh god! We don't like this. I hate those enemies that just spawn in the middle of that. It's like, "Rrr." Give me a heart attack. Let's just get back to duty, shall we? We've got some Tails coins that we care, but we got them anyway. In case one day I decide to change my mind, I do care.
So it turns out that Velvet is a
Oh, for God's sake, game, we know! We don't need to
And too
keep...
much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster.
Zombies!
That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
And the demons
T-virus.
Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they
Oh.
avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
So she saved them. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse,
Yes,
of course.
because she was killing them and they
Do you
appeared
think
human,
she could
didn't they?
devour only the malevolence and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's
Yes,
impossible due
that's-
to
yes,
malevolence
that makes sense.
self-reinforcing nature.
I remember
When
that.
Therians are connected to Enominat through an Earth
Oh,
Pulse
excuse me.
point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work.
Velvet, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an Earth Pulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
I must admit, I do like the matter-of-fact way she deals with things like that. It's just like, yeah, I'm hating and I'm doing what I'm doing and nothing's going to faze me until he's dead. I like that about her. Very focused and committed, you know. You think, oh, it doesn't leave much room for character development, and in some areas it doesn't, but at the same time it kind of does, really, because she's still got a human side to her. Yes, she's a bit of a one-trick pony, but I like how blunt about it she is. It's just cool. I like it. I don't know why. Maybe I just like that people being blunt. It's not inhumane or anything, or horrible or mean, or just like, oh, you know, it is what it is. We go for it.
That was Kamoana!
But yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Should have done a quick save there. Oh well. Oh, that's the real Headless Knight. Oh well, luckily we got there before anything bad happened. Or did he come back for round 2? I don't know.
Eleanor!
Hi. Sorry we're late.
You really came back for me.
Well,
A promise is a promise, sweetheart.
well, yeah, well, why would we not?
A headless knight. And a horse
That's pretty
demon.
badass, by the way. That's pretty
Giving
cool.
off a
I like his
ton of
purple.
malevolence.
He must have seen the new Joker film before
This
anybody
must
else
be the
has.
true survivor of the venomization process.
Oh!
Oh, so that Headless Knight wasn't one of
The
the...
dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight
On
on
horseback. Oh, bugger, why didn't we notice that before? Could have saved ourselves a whole video.
We'll fight whoever we have to claim this island.
Right, this is probably going to be a tough bastard though. Right, fair enough. Oh, he's charging right in. He ain't wasting any time. Neither are we.
Get close and look if you're that curious.
Ooh, nice stagger. Trouble is though, I think we might struggle here a bit. Yeah, we're doing some damage to him, but like I said, we're a bit weak at the moment. Oh, he's stunned. Oh no, he's stunned. Well, I mean, briefly he was stunned, but he can be stunned. That is a good thing. And we are doing red damage to him, which is also a good thing. Ah, damn it. No, he got stunned. That's a bad thing. We're stunned again. This is intriguing. I'm trying to like do a defend thing so I can get some more. Damn it! I'm trying to get some more points. Ah, balls. Come on. Damn it! Is there any points? I need more points. Damn it! I didn't get any points. I need more points. I'm not defending and doing the deflecting thing. Ah! Oh! Did I get one there? Did I get one there? I think I did. I think I saw it before. I think he did the Mystic Art, but that's fine. Do the Mystic Art. Do some damage. Nice. No, I think I got distracted. God damn it! I need more points. Ow! I need starry points. That's a bad point. Oh, Elena, you alright? Oh no, she's fine. I can't actually do anything. Damn it! I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to do the guard thing, like timing it right with the attack, so because then you can get a star point, but it's not working. Or maybe I did get one there. I don't know. Did I get one there? Sure. Oh, damn it. I mean, I'm taking punishment. It's not the end of the world, but. Like I said, my allies are doing a lot of damage, but I might just have an apple gel. Just make this good. There we go. Apple gel's good. I could use an arcane bottle actually. Let's use an oh no, I can't yet. Oh, well, let's use one of these arcane bottles and just see what it actually restores. Oh no, he's stunned a lot of people. That is bad. Right, let's use an arcane bottle then. It does that, yeah. I thought it might do that. That's fine. But at least we can now do a. Yeah, so we can do a Mystic Art again. That's fine. At least we can do some more damage now. Boop. Nicely done. I mean, did a huge amount of damage, but now we have our 3 things, so that's better than 2. We can do more with it. We got 4 things. Great, because I think we stunned him, so therefore we get some. We get another point. Because I know if we stun certain enemies, we can get another diamond point. I can figure out what they call them. Soul points or SP or something like that. I don't know. We have been stunned again though, which is a bit annoying. We need to use some more apple gel. Give it to Elena. There you go. Have some apple gel. It's going alright. Oh, guys, stunned us again. God, damn it. I have to get some more apple gel. Rocco, there you go. Have some. Ow! Stop stunning me. That's mean. If you want some apple, oh wow. If you want some apple gel, you just gotta ask for it. Oh, he's getting really angry now. This could go wrong. Okay, we need some peach gel. Peach it up. Oh, we lost our points as well. We're back to 1. Oh, damn it. That's bad. Okay, we might be struggling here a little bit. Oh, could Eleanor come to save the day? I think she might do. She did a fair amount of damage there. Nice one, Eleanor. We are very weak at this moment in time. We have stunned it though. And they got all stunned as well. Shit, we might be in some trouble here. don't care about that. Life bottle just restores. Peach gel. Let's give it to Eleanor again. She's doing a good job. Ow! We need to avoid him because he's doing his charge abilities. And god damn it! Fuck! Okay, run. Oh, he did it. He did a thing. Right, item. I'm going to use ab gel on Rocky. He's nearly dead anyway, so hopefully they'll be able to. So nearly dead. Come on. Have we got him? We got him! Okay, I managed to get there just as quick. Oh no, he's cut! Oh shit, he's still alive! Oh no! He's come off his horse! Oh, das is nicht good. Oh, look, he's dead now. Ooh, that was a toughie. Nice one, Rocky. Nice one, guys. Well done. Did good there. Oof. That was a tough fight. Okay, that was probably our first proper tough. Oh! That was close.
That's venomization, all right. Definitely stronger than that headless lump.
Yeah,
of armor.
yeah. I might need to start grinding again.
Beg your pardon?
Not you.
Joke. Oh! Uh-oh. What? Oh.
The demon from the villa?
No, look! It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therian.
Oh, great. Hi.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin, my one and only friend.
What?
A damned Therian. So that's what Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly. But Your Highness, why do you have a Therian?
Well, they all have Therians.
It's like I said. Griffin has been my dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therian now, that hasn't changed.
Oh, that's cool.
So you knew you were helping a Therian escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
Well, we can help you out with that. Velvet, eat
I
it.
guess we shouldn't be surprised. The Crown Prince and future king, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
Well, we're gonna have to eat you now.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own.
That I can sort of
When
believe.
you're a prince, you're not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people.
Yeah, it's a prestigious role, alright, and it does have some freedom
Say, for
sacrifices.
instance, you're doing your law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
Scratch it.
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back.
They still scratched it.
The
Bit
reason
pedantic
being
there, but
that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state.
But then you can't be effective then. In that.
Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone
See, the only
solace
problem with
over
that is
the
I get
years.
their meaning, but then you will go insane then.
he
Because you have
turned
to
out to be
satisfy your own
responsive
beings
to Innominati
in some way
power.
or another.
I
Otherwise you
take
will
it
go
the
mad.
Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therians.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorius' vision of reason and will.
No, that's clever.
Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly.
That's why we went here, to a
Never.
locked up prison place. That means he wouldn't be able to fly.
I tricked the exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the exorcist and killed him.
Naughty boy, you're gonna have to punish him for that.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therian removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
Oh yeah.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet,
I don't care.
I couldn't watch my friend's life be stripped away.
So you
Your
acted
Highness.
selfishly.
He chose a single bird over the world.
Just like you're gonna choose your vengeance.
Why do you think that birds fly?
That's what Lord Artorius asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are
Yeah,
light and
why
their
do we keep
wing
going back to
muscles
that
are
question? Is that a
enormously
philosophy
strong.
thing? Or is this just gonna be an annoying plot thing?
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
But it's still a really dumb question. Is it like something that he failed on in a
I
quiz,
understand
pub
now.
quiz one day?
As
He's still
long
trying
as
to
you
work out what the
remain on
answer
this
is.
island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
Fair enough.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's build ourselves a hideout.
Yeah, no, but you wanted him to be free and fly around, so you've taken him to a prison island that's all about locking people away and getting rid of their freedom. I mean, okay, we're not really going to, like, uphold the rules of the prison here, but you're still in a constrained building. And if Griffin does decide, you go, oh, we'll go outside and let him fly, people are going to notice that, and then that might bring unwanted attention. So this isn't a very good plan, is it? Oh well, what do I know? I'm an idiot. Oh, we've got an armory, observation number 3. Rounds +1 maximum BG's characters wearing equipment that's been enhanced. I need to enhance equipment then. Okay, fine. I will do that next video or next opportunity I get. I will do it off screen and enjoy it. Now the capital's about to be taken over by malevolence. This is a bad thing. Or is it? I don't care, really.
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Got to bed.
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, but then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
Why me? All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay?
Except I will, because then it works. Right, so this is one of these sort of sit-down chatty moments. Well, I think we'll do that next video, because I've done enough chatting and talking for now, and I've enjoyed it. So yeah, okay. So before we finish, then let me just get this straight. So we came here because we're looking for Therians. Makes sense. Then we have inadvertently found a Therion, but it was on the prison, the prince guy that we had with him the whole time. So that means now we've got ourselves. Oh, and then it was revealed to everybody that we're a Therion, which I'm sure Velvet did before, and no one batted an eyelid. I don't know, maybe I misremembered. I'm pretty sure we did. In fact, I'm sure she did, because I remember when the Therion issue was brought up, I was like, oh, but Velvet's a Therion. So, yeah. But it was interesting that when she was killing the demons and they became human corpses, she had absorbed their malevolence, so therefore their corpses come back as a zombie demon, which is quite interesting. So that's cool. Nice explanation there. So, yeah, because our plan at the moment is, I think, we're not killing all the Therions, are we? Because I think that's what Innominat wants. Like, he obviously wants the Therions to kill demons, to absorb their malevolence, and then inadvertently pass it on to him to make him powerful. Oh, and that's right, yeah, because if you kill Therions, another one takes its place. So in other words, Therions will continue to exist permanently. So rather than kill them, if you can constrain them and trap them in a way where they can't do that anymore, then you upset the balance then, because then the malevolence isn't being controlled, which means eventually it will consume everybody, and therefore what we're doing is upsetting the balance of the world in terms of malevolence and humans. So essentially we're swamping the world with the malevolence and making everybody demons, which is against what Artorias wants, or does he really want that? Maybe he wants the world to turn to demons, because to him then that is the reasoning then. Like he's saying, oh, he's coming across as this like person who obviously to the public is all saying, yeah, you know, follow me and my teachings and the Abbey and all that, and we'll make sure everything's demon free. But really he's thinking that the only way to make this world ideal the way that he wants it is just have demons in the first place, because maybe what we're doing as Velvet he's banking on as part of his grand plan. I have no fucking clue. Either way, all will be revealed at a later date. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching if you have done. I hope you enjoyed it. And next time, yeah, we'll talk to these people and progress the story a little bit further. So take it easy. Have a good one. I am going to quick save before I forget. And I'll see you in the next video maybe. And if so, bye for now.